Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome to the start of a brand new campaign series here today on the channel. We're going to be playing Thrones of Britannia, a Total War Saga. We're going to be playing as East Anglia. We're going to be playing as one of the Viking kingdoms, one of the great Viking army kingdoms. We're going to be playing as East Anglia. We're going to be playing as King Guthrum. I've always said King Guthrum, but I've been corrected to Guthrum. It's sort of interchangeable sometimes with the Saxon and Viking languages for most of these names. So correct me if I'm wrong. We're going to be pronouncing him as King Guthrum. I just want to say a huge thank you to the Creative Assembly for sending me early access for Thrones of Britannia and allowing me to test out and play out the game a week early. So a huge thank you to them and the community outreach manager. I really do appreciate it when game companies reach out to me and provide me with early access. It's very humbling and I really do appreciate it. So a huge thank you to the guys out in Horsham. Thrones of Britannia will be released on the 3rd of May and the 4th of May in Australia, if you're an Australian. So I want to make a deal with you guys. If this video can hit 500 likes within 24 hours, I will do a double upload here today and release the second video instantly. If not, you just have to wait a little bit longer for that next upload. Let me know in the comments as well what campaign you'd like to see after this. I was umming and ahhing between playing as maybe the Scottish. That would have been quite fun, but we're going to be playing as Guthrum of East Anglia. Throughout this campaign, I will be talking about the character of King Guthrum and sort of his motives for the campaign and beliefs. So let's quickly have a look at a custom battle to see what East Anglia the units are and what we've got to look forward to in our campaign. So here are the Royal Huskarls and the Warlord Companions for the general unit. We've got Spearmen here, Danelaw Spearmen, Fjord Spearmen, Danelaw Swordsmen. Obviously we are Vikings, so we have an abundance of Axe Infantry, Danelaw Huskarls, Jarl Huskarls and just normal Huskarls. Berserkers are going to be the bread and butter of the series. We've got Shield Biters here as well. Quite decent bowmen, and we've actually got some good cavalry as well, which I'm surprised about. I just want to quickly have a look at Difflin. They were definitely on the list, so is there much variation between the two? Danelaw seems to have better quality cavalry and axe infantry, which is interesting. Regardless, guys, let's get stuck into the campaign. I'll see you on the campaign map.
We came to these lands from across the sea to pillage and conquer. For a decade, our army left a trail of destruction, but it did not last. The army was divided, with half heading to Northumbria and the rest pushing on, only to be defeated. But our story does not end there. A treaty was signed, ceding East Anglia to us. We must rebuild. Our time will come again, and we will be ready!
Your peace treaty with the Saxons was a matter of expedience. It does not bind you forever. You came here as warriors, and warriors you remain. Muster your strength and finish what your ancestors started. More Viking incursions from the south are on the way. Build up your defenses and strengthen your army. You cannot afford to be caught out when they attack. You have one army in place already, awaiting your order to attack the rebels in the east. Eradicate the rebel army, and you will be set to start your campaign in earnest.
Okay guys, welcome to the campaign map. Mission issued. We should stabilize internally before we look beyond our borders. Provide your right to rule and eliminate the nearby rebels. We get plus internal stability, which is fantastic. So welcome to the series, guys. Welcome to the campaign map. We're playing as East Anglia, of course. We're in this sort of little pocket of England. So we've got a nice little kingdom here. Wessex to the south and their vassals. Mercians, we've still got that Danish pocket here. And further north we have Northumbria. Now I just want to sort of introduce myself, as these early access videos do drag in a lot of new viewers. So, my name is Tom. or Simpzy on YouTube. I'm a 22-year-old Australian who currently studies history at university, and I enjoy playing video games. I do a lot of Let's Plays on YouTube. This is my strategy game channel, but I do also have a sports games channel. So on Simpzy Total War, I tend to upload strategy game content, and for the next couple of weeks, and especially this month, Thrones of Britannia will be taking over the channel quite heavily, but I do upload Paradox games like Hearts of Iron and Crusader Kings 2 from time to time. So let's go through the main objectives for this series, and let me know in the comment section down below where you would like me to expand your feedback for the series. And yeah, so like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know your feedback in the comment section down below. So we obviously want to secure and maintain our hold in East Anglia. I definitely want to eliminate Wessex. I basically want to be the King of England, the King of Danelaw, which sort of aligns with what Guthrum at the start of his sort of invasion into England was. Take out Mercia as well at some point, the Welsh, the Northumbrians. So basically I want to go for the ultimate victory for East Anglia here. Short conquest, long conquest. So what do we actually have to do to hit this long kingdom victory? Defeat 12 different factions by capturing their last remaining settlement or by vassalizing them. And then we've got our ultimate victory there as well. So in this time period in 1878, let's talk about Guthrum. So at the moment, we do have a loose peace with Wessex. That's what they alluded to. So basically, when Guthrum rocked up in England, he did the typical Viking thing, raiding back and forth. He was the thing is right with Guthrum, he's a very sneaky man, had awesome spies, and actually sacked Winchester on Christmas at one point. So now there is a loose peace. But funnily enough, Guthrum is actually a Christian at the moment. He managed to be baptized after Alfred the Great seceded East Anglia to him. He actually has technically the Christian name of Aethelstan or Athelstan, and yeah, Alfred the Great is technically his godfather. So we could maybe, there's no religion mechanic in Thrones of Britannia, so it's not like we can go back to paganism. So I guess we want to make ourselves just a Viking kingdom, or maybe we could make a sort of role play it like he's gone back to his pagan ways and wants to carve out a kingdom worthy of Odin. And we basically need land, because Scandinavia at the moment is not looking good. Crops are dying, political instability is desolate. It's so hard to grow crops there, but East Anglia in England is ripe for the taking. So first things up, what we're going to have to do is eliminate this rebel army, but we're also going to have to put our money into the economy. London does have Roman walls, and a couple of these settlements do, so we've got really good defenses. We're going to need food, primarily. That's what we're going to need to muster our armies. I probably plan to go after Wessex first, because I feel like they're going to be incredibly aggressive against me. We did declare, if you guys haven't gone and seen my Alfred the Great campaign, I fully completed that all the way to Ultimate Victory, full map completion, so I recommend going and checking out that series if you haven't already. I think we're better off trying to beat Wessex as quickly as possible before they get a footholding. So what I want to do is basically upgrade my farms where I can. So let's put a lot of our money into our farms, because we need food, because an army marches on its stomach. That famous quote, of course. So we're going to need that quite quickly. We're also going to need a defending army, because Vikings will raid us. Our kin will do that. So let's go through all this stuff. So economy-wise, we're doing all right, I guess. Technology-wise, we can't do anything, as we haven't done anything yet. Diplomacy-wise, we could potentially negotiate with some of the kingdoms. So I currently have a vassal of Grantebrew here, of Godwin. What can you offer me? Can you give me some money to help the war effort? Insulting. Okay, so maybe we should declare friendships with some of these Viking kingdoms here. Trading in Thrones of Britannia is automatic, so we don't have to go and negotiate. But some of the bigger kingdoms here, like Northumbria, we can declare friendship with them. Intriguing, 100 gold. That's fine. I'm more than happy, because I think we're going to need to ally up with you. Moving up towards Scotland. I definitely probably want to do them next on the series, or maybe Difflin. Let me know in the comments. Declare friendship. No, that's intriguing. We want to try and get the Viking kingdoms on side, so let's declare friendship with them. Who else is Viking around the world? Can we sort by culture? No, we can't. The orcs in the north, like that's what I like to call them. They're Vikings, so let's declare friendships with most of the Viking kingdoms. Sudri here as well, with Eric. Okay, we can't do that, but we've declared some friendships somewhere. That's basically the non-aggression pact. That's the start to sort of snowballing good relations. God, Wessex hate us. Okay, family tree-wise, where are we sort of looking? So we have Guthrum here with his wife Ebba. We have 2 children. We have Effling, which is our bastard son. Here's the key, yeah, natural adopted bastard. And we have a son, Ulrich. I'm going to kill this kid. I don't know why we have a 9-year-old adopted son. I'm happy to have the bastard as my king, but we need to sort of marry. We need to have some children. Governors and estate is fine at the moment. Okay, so let's have a quick look. Humble beginnings, declared friendships. Okay, let's have a look at our army. So we have Guthrum here. Then we've got Gundar in the north, a randomly generated general. Maybe we can marry him into our family tree. Okay, what we want to do is probably march against these rebels quick, fast, and have our first battle of the campaign. We're coming up against who exactly? These guys are English rebels. We have 1 unit of swordsmen, 1 unit of axemen, 1 unit of spearmen, and 2 archers, and Guthrum himself. Let's fight this one upon the battlefield. Now, if you're interested in the character Guthrum, and want to sort of know more about him, I highly recommend The Last Kingdom, the TV show. It's on Netflix now in Australia. There's 2 seasons. Very enjoyable. I personally prefer Vikings, and the first season doesn't have like an amazing budget, but I do prefer Vikings on the History Channel. But I do recommend The Last Kingdom. It's very enjoyable. It shows a Saxon perspective on this time period, and it's based, it's like loosely based on a series of books as well. So let's start the deployment here. Okay, so here are our Viking men. Let's move our infantry up as best we can. We want to try and charge these guys. We do have archer supremacy. Where is Guthrum, the man, the myth, the legend, and soon to be the king of England, I guess. That's basically what I want to do. I don't know what these factions actually go on to, because obviously if you're playing as Alfred the Great, it's quite obvious. You've got the Anglo-Saxon Confederation that happens. Further along, you've got the Kingdom of England. But I'm not entirely sure what Guthrum's kingdom will be. I guess we'll find out. Now, this is fascinating to see this. So you see 3 Viking warriors standing in front of me. This guy has a Christian cross on, while this guy has Thor's hammer. That is actually the insignia there, if you're wondering, if you've seen that talisman before. That's meant to be Thor's hammer. So in this army, we have Christians and pagans fighting side by side. I kind of wish there was a religion mechanic in Thrones of Britannia. Obviously, Guthrum was a fascinating character, as he did submit to Christianity. If there was some sort of event chain where he can deny it and fully pledge himself to Thor. So here is the king, of course, and here are some of his higher tier units. I love the shields on these. That's probably my favourite shield insignia there. But let's get stuck right into this battle here. We're coming up against just boring, stock, standard English rebels. So we're going to be able to carve these guys up quite convincingly. They do have some cavalry, which we will have to be wary of, but I'm sure my spearmen should be able to do okay. Maybe even like a fire volley should be alright. Okay, are they charging towards me? That's fine, they're more than perfectly able to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to withdraw my line. I'm going to pull my guys further back because we do have the melee numbers. Now we could charge forward. Okay, right. So maybe we have to go into this clearing. Okay, I thought they were coming at me. Basically, what I want to do is avoid the forest and the shrubbery, because if you fight in the forest and the shrubs there, it does reduce combat efficiency. We have combat supremacy. Why would we play for a disadvantage? So I thought maybe pushing back here, if they were charging me, would be quicker. So we're going to push up here. I should actually, what I should do is I should put that. Yeah, you need to do that instead. That's how we should do it. Perfect. So, we've got a couple of options after this. We could maybe go against some of the smaller Viking kingdoms, which might be easy to pick off. However, I have a feeling that Alfred is going to be a lot more aggressive against me, and I think we're better off just sort of pushing him. Once we get a full army, I think we'll be confident enough to hit them. Right, archers have moved up here. They're definitely not going to be in range just yet. push up here. So if you want to see any more further information of Thrones of Britannia, I'll put in the description below the Steam group if you want to go check it out. But I'm going to be uploading this on the channel every day, so stay tuned for those uploads. So we're forming up here now. Once these guys move up a bit, that'll be fine. Okay, I'm not entirely sure of the range of these archers. Okay, so we definitely need to get children. Marriage alliances as well could be a potential possibility. In turn 1, there's only really one faction you can have a marriage alliance to, and that is, of course, Alfred's sister, Ethel. Fire ammunition. Please. Get a volley off. Yes, we want to smash their morale. Now charge with the spearmen. Yes, get a couple more volleys off. Send in Guthrum. Let's charge. Get into combat. We'll knock out their cavalry. We'll let my archers hit theirs. We could even just switch it back for a flaming volley just to hit the general there. Okay, so now we've smashed their cavalry. They're broken. So let's pull back around and swing around with our king as well. So let's charge these English rebels. I wanted to get one flaming shot off if we could. Okay, so skirmish mode has been turned on, which is foolish by me, because I want them to be... Oh, they've come back! You're kidding me. I'm going to get a quick fire volley off, which is more than likely saved them. Let's swing around here now and fire back across them. God, they keep going back and forth, which is annoying. We'll drop a morale boost here and we'll swing back to normal.
Our general is under attack.
Come on, men. Charge. Get further around and behind. Can't lose this king incredibly early on because he's got no proper heirs, really, of age. Okay, my spearmen are dealing with them. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let my axemen charge against them down. Look, my archers are actually doing a really good job here. Alright, let's swing around and get rid of Aethelhelm. Swordsmen, they're doing alright. Okay, how are my spearmen doing? Still haven't got rid of those horsemen just yet. There's no point of sitting back with my generals, you know, we might as well get him stuck right into the fray. Swords and spears splintering and shattering. My axemen are chasing the remaining of them. You got to give it to this general unit. He's quite formidable here. Quite heavily armoured, along with our Danes. Silver chevron as well. Okay, so what's here? They're actually fighting spearmen. I swear I broke them. Pull back. Okay, that's fine. That cavalry really did a number on me, didn't it? But regardless, we've smashed that unit. Who is still actually in the field? The enemy general is dead. It's this one here. So maybe my archers might be able to run them down. Let's speed things up here. We lost 150 of our men to their 400. The rule of thumb I use for Total War, as long as you don't lose half of what the enemy deployed, it's a good battle either way. That's basically the rule of thumb I use. So I will be giving sort of like tips like that maybe throughout this series. If you want to see more of that sort of stuff, maybe check the Wessex series, because I feel like my campaigns can be useful for beginners and veterans of Total War, I guess. I just enjoy playing games. Everyone has their own different play style, you know. Okay, we're going to speed things up and let my archers rain fire and death upon these spearmen. And we've knocked out our first rebel army quite easily. Let's swing units back up here. You're better off fast forwarding and running down the remaining men to get that armor experience, because chevrons in this game are incredibly important. They give you some really good stats, so the more experience you can get for your archers with kills, the better. That's why I prefer to personally kill enemy captives at an end of a battle. Replenishments are good. You do get the replenishment. However, for example, if we replenish, it does reduce our men's chevrons by potentially 1. So sometimes I only use replenishment when you desperately need it, because I would prefer for the army to regen organically than getting those replenishments. Decisive victory. We managed to deploy 750, and they deployed 400. We lost 152, and they killed 151. So only one man was lost to friendly fire. Guthrum is only a 1-star commander at 43 years of age. Come on, he can't be 1-star, since Alfred is quite high. 47 kills, 45 with the spearman, 83 with the swordsman, 74 with the axeman, and the archers between them collecting 50. Their general bodyguard did most of the work. Now, I could have sort of rained fire and death upon the enemy, but I felt like my archers probably would waste on their shield wall, so I kind of thought I was better off charging them. Okay, let's run down the remaining captives here. Let's get rid of those archers quite easily. Stab him in the toe and drive that sword into the back of his neck. Nice job, Guthrum. Let's kill them, and let's get that province stability. Well, we want to try and push towards a settlement as quickly as possible. It's going to take me 1 turn to get there and 2 turns to get there. We need to move to London as quickly as possible, or London. We're going to go with a companion upgrade here as well to get that command. And I think we'll probably keep Gundar somewhere on the coast. Probably here? I think that sounds good enough. So let's push you down here then. I'm not going to recruit with you because we need an army to defend our lands here in East Anglia while having invasion forces. Kent is quite strong to the south, which we could do. But I think I'm better off actually going headstrong into Wessex. Push into this. I think we can probably get to Winchester quite quickly. As here in London, we've got 2 minor provinces on the other coast. So taking these would give us a nice amount of food and whatnot. Okay, we have a little bit of money left. Let's get a fishing village. Supply, farm and food. Double for city points in local province. Cool. We need food and we need it as much as possible. Let's end the turn and continue. So basically what we need to do, we need to consolidate and build a big enough kingdom to hold back the essentially chaos and world climactic events towards the end. There are 2 events. The Normans do invade. If you've watched my Wessex series all the way to the end, all the way to the ultimate victory, I have finished that series. And at the end of Thrones of Britannia, you dealt with a 10,000-man invasion from the Normans and a 10,000-man invasion from the Danes. I think it was 10 full stacks come within a few turns of each other. So we've got a governor here. We're going to go straight into province, go for scribe. That's probably better off for us. So we need to have an army as quick fast as possible. We're going to move to the south here and get some recruitment. In Thrones of Britannia, the recruitment system has changed. We have this mustering system, so you can't automatically recruit units at full effect. They do take time to rally the banners, rally the men, and to get to full strength. So looking at this army composition, I think we're better off getting decent cavalry because we need to go toe-to-toe with Wessex. I have played as them, of course, so I do know their strengths and weaknesses. The Danes have superior axemen, so we're better off charging. We're probably better off getting some decent archers as well, and maybe cavalry, because cavalry and swordsmen are the bread and butter for Wessex. That's their strongest unit. So axemen charging will be good for us. However, having hammer and anvil tactics is really crucial. We need to go up to their... and so maybe even match their cavalry. We might even need to go with maybe 4 or 5 cavalry units an army, I think. Because when I was facing East Anglia, the army builds didn't have much cavalry. So that's just in general. If you've got cavalry supremacy and archers, it really does help out. So we're going to go straight up here and get some Thane horsemen. And we're going to get 3 scouts. I would like 4, maybe 5, if I could. So we've already got 2 units of archers here, but I might hold off on that because I want to get some axemen. That's what I really need, but we're nearly out of money already. Am I better off getting 2 of these or something? No, we're going to be able to get some spearmen anyway. So let's get 2 units of horsemen and some axemen, and then we'll keep on continuing on with that. Let's push you down to London now. We still have 65 food in the bank, and we have this army heading down. Where can I sit you? Yeah, probably here, I think. But I might need you here in Colchester. Maybe. To deal with invasions, because that's going to be the problem for us. That's pretty much bang smack in the kingdom, and it's the region capital. But maybe here, like protecting one of these villages might be actually beneficial for us, because we can't afford to lose our food. Okay, nothing else we can do. Let's end the turn and continue. So obviously this is episode 1. We're slowly putting money into the economy, building up our army. So it's going to be a little bit slower compared to, of course, episode 2 and stuff. I will try and get a battle in today's episode, but we'll just sort of have to see how the campaign develops. Okay, so what's happened here? We have a character with an unassigned skill. Let's go straight into Scribe. I'm curious about my loyalty for my men. 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4. Look, I think that's quite alright at the moment. I could put some money into it. How's our influence going? Leaders influence 8. Fame as well. Okay, so let's move to London now and continue our mustering. I can actually upgrade the quality of my men, but I'm not going to just yet. I'd rather spend on getting better quality units. So let's continue to get those axemen in as well. I'm just sort of comparing. It's probably not a bad idea getting some swordsmen there. And I guess spearmen for the rest as well. Okay, so let's end that there and continue to let them muster. We still have 15 food, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to move you... Where can this army be? Because I'm worried if we get invaded here by Vikings, it could be a problem. So we do need Gundar to be actively ready to countercharge. Alfred the Great is in Wessex with 16 units. We got 15 here as well. We want to wait until we have a full stack before we even contemplate hitting Wessex. I'd like 1 full stack to go down here and basically another army here in the north. I think that'd be probably best for us. If we could have 2 armies, that'd be good, but we just simply don't have the funds at the moment. Okay guys, welcome to the top of the turn. It's currently winter, nothing really too much is happening, still putting money into the economy and building up this army to sufficient force, you could say. Okay, so I'm quickly just going to go look around here to see if there's any more food units. Food for units. I can get 2 more units of cavalry, which is fantastic, but our food is actually quite shocking. It's going to cost us 10 food, so we can just get the 1, which is a shame. So we need food, and where are we best to get that? We can get some more here in Norfolk. Are we nearly at complete food capacity? Right, okay. I had some declaration of friendships as well. I've made the decision to declare friendships with some of these Viking kingdoms in the Midlands. Maybe some of them might want to swear to me, I'm not entirely sure. I won't declare war instantly, but if some of them want to bend the knee and join me, they can. It's just sort of like, should I go after these guys? Or should I go after Wessex? Like, I can declare war on them and puppet them, but will they trust me? Will they submit? I'm not entirely sure. Great Viking army. So most of these are puppets of Northumbria. We do have our own vassal here with Godwin. He's got 8 units, so he's going to be able to push to Wessex if need be. But my main problem with Wessex is like their vassals, because Kent is quite huge here. We can't get any more men, and we probably should recruit another general here, though I don't think that's a bad idea. Dolphin, Oslak, Dolphin. Have we got someone else here who's a little bit more better suited? Who's got good command? Out of all the generals, I think I'm going to go with Oslak. He's got a cool, easy name to pronounce, and he's got +2 zeal. Dolphin here has a minus 10% governance, and Aoric does have a -15 recruitment cost. Or maybe we're better off going with you. How do I say his name? Ulrich? Ulrich? Oh, Eric? Look, you know what? We're going to go with Oslak, because Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. And his name's easier to pronounce. Oh, okay, so that's smashed our food surplus down to 5. That's not good. Regardless, let me know in the comments if you want me to rename some of these. Thunder and Lightning, the Ravens, the Slain Warriors. Actually, I might just rename some of them myself. Okay, I've gone through and renamed the 3 armies. Let me know in the comments if you like them or not. I can change them, but there will definitely be more armies throughout this campaign. I've gone with Revenge for Ragnar. There are still Saxons in these lands, and they all were guilty for the death of Ragnar, not just for the Northumbrians. With Ragnar's sons dead, I think Ivar's dead, but his son and his grandson is the Kingdom of Difflin here. His grandson's Bardir. There's obviously some, like, they don't know exactly, but there is some historical connection to Ivar the Boneless and Dublin. I've also renamed this army to Sons of Odin. And I've renamed this army Thor's Hammer and Anvil. For obviously, Thor was a master smith, hammering his anvil. That is what the thunder comes from in the sky. So also for the tactic and Thor, I guess. I was thinking maybe Ragnar's legacy as well could be one. Maybe a little bit later. Okay, we need to fix this food problem if we can. Look, this is how we're going to do it. As you can see here, it's only 85 for the spearmen, and it's a upkeep of 16. So what we're going to do is, to get this food back in check, we're going to merge up, which helps out. But now, as you can see, we've got back to that 5 food surplus. Perfect. Let's end the turn and continue. I'd much rather lose, what, 90, or was it 80, 90 or so gold, than actually lose men throughout all of my armies due to not having sufficient food. Here, King, using the surplus. Between a good harvest and some canny trading, you have a small surplus of grain. Do you wish this to go to your army in order to feed up your warriors, or distribute the grain by the way of favouring the English you have conquered, showing that you can be a generous ruler? So here is the Here, King events. I can't remember exactly what we had for Wessex. Look, we have to maintain, obviously, the English populace we conquer, but also a lot of pagans in the army. So we can go with to the peasants, or we can go with the army. Now, this is interesting. Should I go with the peasants because I'm going to be actively fighting with the army, or should I do that because I need to? Like, what? I guess we get better stuff with the army. Let's do that. Here, King. Minus diplomatic towards English, Mercia, and Wexford. Yeah, okay. So that was what the consequence was. It wasn't like a specifically army bonus or peasant. Though it will take time, you can become accepted as a leader who deserves his power and status rather than a usurper taking what he wants. It just takes a little longer though. Here, King, one to watch. Minus 5. Okay, so it did happen, but it took a little bit longer. So we get a minus 5 upkeep for all armies, recruitment cost, and replenishment. The world will rank you by the deeds of your army, giving them every chance to show their skill in battle or raids is the way to ensure warriors speak well of you and give their all. Viking raids, Wissing. Our scouts are reporting that a small raiding force from Wissing has been seen approaching Britannia from the south. We expect them to arrive within a few months. And they're going to be at war with me. Northumbria and Northumbria will be at war with each other now, the Vikings and the Saxons. And my governor's gone up here. We're going to go straight to Scribe. Okay, continuing to put money straight into the economy and build. Alfred the Great is on the march. 1 turn away from Guildford. Is he pushing to London? The fool. If we can kill him incredibly early on. I think we killed Guthrum in episode 1 of my Wessex campaign. If we can kill Alfred the Great in the field of battle, it is going to incredibly hamper Wessex, as Alfred is Wessex. Without Alfred, they are not a united king, and this could change the tide of history if we can decisively kill him. Okay, so we still need to keep a fine line between mustering our men and gathering an army, while also maintaining our our food problems, I guess. So we want to try and get some more men where we can. Let's get some horsemen. That is going to cost us 10 food. Let's get some axemen here as well. So we should sufficiently have enough. Yeah, we're going to be fine from that. 250 there for them as well. 10. So let's continue to let these guys muster. I would like to get some men with Oslak here as well. And we might even hit some of the food. If we can sort of like hit this and hit this if Alfred comes closer, we're going to be in a really good position. I might actually move this army further down south because I fear an attack from Kent. And we can't really afford to lose London. I don't... But the thing is, right, leaving this so abandoned up here is not a good idea. I kind of wish they had force march, because in Thrones of Britannia, it's incredibly punishing. So look, if we get attacked here, they can do 4 turns of mayhem before I'm even there. I think I might just sort of sit here, so if they push up here, we can sort of somehow react within a turn, if Kent hits us, because I feel like a war with Alfred is coming very shortly. Okay guys, welcome to the top of the turn. War declared East Anglia and Wissing. Diplomacy has failed between us, the two Viking factions. Man oh man. Mission issued. A distant cousin of yours has the audacity to try and raid London, despite us having a legitimate claim to the land. We must provide our right to rule and defend the realm against Wissing. Defeat the Wissing raiders. Grantbrew's land will be annexed to you. Wissing. Okay. Why is that the thing? I don't get that. Why would my vassal's lands be granted to me? Godwin, vassal. Regardless, here's Thorstein here. 13 units. And Alfred the Great is down in London. Just what we need. We're going to have to swing you back up north. Oh, damn you.
We'll see this through.
We can wait. If we can kill Alfred, that's going to be massive for us. This is difficult. This is incredibly difficult. We can get one more to get that food, but then we can't get any more. This is one of the harder campaigns. Wessex was the easiest. So this is sort of make or break. We can't afford to lose our food. And our food resources here. But we're not going to be able to win a 13 stack against 4. Gundar will lose. Look, we could move Oslak north. Just to get those bonuses. You can't go into this city here to get some sort of bonuses. No. We can't get any more men. Oh god, this is going to be close. These are the deciding factors. Yep. In Total War campaigns. This is make or break. You know there's moments in your campaigns when you're playing with, if you win this, this will decide the dynasty of your kingdom for the next 1,000 years, or will be pushed into ruin. Like the Targaryens. Tywin Lannister quote there. This faction was no match for their enemies, and they're no more. Stunborg. Foreign trespasser, the Swine Array. War declared with Siswig and Gwynedd or something. Alright, so this is interesting. Alfred the Great has marched to London with 17 units at nearly full strength. 10-star commander against my army here. Are they going to have the audacity to attack? We've also got reinforcements. 13 units.
Heading out. Swordsman, ready.
13 turns until that happens. We'll try and move Gundar down south, or maybe to Colchester. Look, we're going to have to win this fight, then double back. We've been split. That's essentially what has happened. Hold there, please. I don't want to die that easily. Right, let's... Oh, we're not going to be able to hold the food, are we? Because we're going to get attacked, though. I'm trying to think what I'm best to do here. Okay, what I'm going to do is we need men. We need armies. As you can see here, we can upgrade these fishing villages, but it's going to take 4 turns. Is it worth it? Maybe. Do we push for now getting these axemen and skirmishers? We will get a minus food, but we're going to be attacked in one turn anyway, so it's probably not going to make the difference. So let's just recruit them. We're currently sitting on a minus 40 food. Can we hit these guys here? We're not going to win an engagement on the coast. We can push down here. Now, oh, we can actually go with military stuff now, which is fantastic. Let's go with the offensive stuff. Alfred's pushed to London. I think we should attack him and march upon him instantly. If we can kill Alfred, that's huge. If we can destroy this army, that'll be massive. Maybe we could sue for peace after. If we can kill Alfred the Great, it's like, it's GG for Wessex. I don't know why he's marched so far up here, baiting a war. I could potentially end the turn and let him go, but I don't think I can do that now that I've already done the food. That was maybe a potential option. We've got to hit Alfred. We've got to hit Alfred the Great. Let's do a quick save and march upon Wessex' last defender, the last kingdom. East Anglia is going to war with Wessex. Oh, man. Carnu, South Saxa, Defen, Gwent, Gwisling, and Kent are now at war with me. So it's actually not as in my favour as I thought. The balance of power is probably only 65 in ours. So we're coming up against 3 units of spearmen, 3 units of thanes, 2 units of axemen, 3 archers, 1 skirmisher, and 4 units of cavalry. So we can probably go toe-to-toe with them. We've got the abundance of axemen. We're better off charging them, I think. We've also got reinforcements here with our own spearmen. So let's fight this one on the field of battle. Guthrum is back at war with Alfred the Great. We're going to be facing my godfather here, my Christian godfather, Ethelstan. What have you done? That's Guthrum's Christian name. Look, I think we're going to be doing alright. The Battle of London, 1879. If we need to kill Alfred. We need to kill Alfred before he becomes the Great, I guess. So if you still are enjoying this series and would like to see more, the best way to ensure more content is leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series thus far. We've got reinforcements coming in, which we need to rally with, so there's no harm in me pushing back a bit, I don't think. Looking at the terrain here, a bit of high ground here and there. Where are we best to sort of hold? Maybe through here. Maybe through this gap there is probably our best bet. They do have cavalry, of course, on the right and left, but here is Alfred the Great's army, the brave men of Wessex. They've got some decent axemen here as well. Pushing further along. Alfred's men, shield wall. I'm not entirely sure where Alfred the Great is himself. He's here, he's in the front line. The Mad King. The religious fanatic. Jesus Christ is with us! Here we go. This is it. The moment you've been waiting for. Make or break for the series, I reckon. If either general dies. Look, we're going to fall back. But we're going to make a line. So this. I don't like how thin that is. About that then. That's the line. There seems to be cavalry on that other side, so we'll go like this. Essentially make a noob box at the back. But it's going to act as a cavalry deterrent. Detergent. I don't like when it's split up like that. Oh, it's a shame. You want to put the top with the lowest, so that'll be them. I should be yes, you can do that in Thrones of Britannia, I forgot. You can really reform your army like this. It's a lot better than previous Total Wars when you can do that sort of stuff. As in, re-drag them. They usually sort of rally up themselves. So what's Alfred going to do here? What's his player? You wouldn't think that allowing the reinforcements come in would be a good idea. Odin wills it. The garrison from London has come.
The reinforcements have arrived.
Okay. It's an eagle. It's a raven. It's a bird. It's a plane. Odin. shines upon us. Okay, so here is Guthrum's main army, of course. Woden! I think that's actually what the Saxons say. It's actually Odin. Okay, got our front line here, of course. We can see the brave men of Wessex over the horizon. Let's get our men in. Quick, fast. Form up, men. Okay. So they can be like that. And they can be like that. So pop you here. So where are you guys then? Like what's here? The front guys at the front. Okay, and then I'll do this. Perfect. That's fixed things up a lot. We've also got this general unit. I think I might I could lose you though. But definitely for plugging holes, you'll be good, that general unit. Okay. Let's move you in my archers. We're just reforming up here. Same with these guys as well. That's going to be a better quality front line. So everyone charge. We'll give you a breather in a bit. So what happens? You will lose if the timer runs out. Look, I think we'll be fine. We're going to have to charge at some point. We don't have archer supremacy. But we probably are better off doing so. We probably got alright. Actually, I can't remember exactly how many of the archers they have, but we probably got a decent amount. Okay, we're slowly but surely waiting for Thor's sons to come into the field. Yeah, I find that fascinating. So you can see some of them are pagan, some of them are kind of not, and some of them are Christian. Some of the men are actually Christian. So we're technically a Christian kingdom, but we don't really let on. Look, we're going to be the rightful heirs of England. We rightfully deserve this land. Guthrum might be outwardly a Christian, but secretly he loves Odin. Oh, there's even like a crucifix there as well. Okay, so my reinforcements have arrived. It's taken 4 minutes or so. What buffs do we have with Guthrum? Morale. That's really the only thing. Okay, we'll push up into the clearing. We might even try and bait their cavalry into an engagement with my spears or something. That could be quite effective. Okay, my guys are here now, so let's move up the army. And then we'll put my guys on the flank. So basically go to here. And then my spears as well. On the flanks. And then we'll leave it like that. Perfect. Generals. Push up. Look, I'm going to use this general from the settlement. He's probably not that good. March, men! Cavalry on the left, push up. Cavalry on the right, push up. Let's get the ground, men. And make ready. For Guthrum. We will never be slaves. We will be conquerors. There's a great WoW quote there for you. Okay, so once we push into the clearing, we'll be fine. It's crucial for us to be fighting not in the forest, because we don't want to have that reduced combat penalty. So we do outnumber them by about 1,000. But not all of our men are probably at full efficiency, you know. Okay. We might even want to bait them into a charge, even. Maybe. We want to bait their cavalry in somehow. Okay, it's going to be a while before we get in range, I think. Yeah, it's going to take a while to get in range. Let's move up with our archers, because this is where we probably want to be fighting. So I guess we go with a flaming quick shot at Alfred. 200 men in that bodyguard. You never know, if you can get a quick sort of shot off, we might encourage that front line. Look, there seems to be a little bit of movement. And they're moving up.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Just get a shot off. Now pull back. So their cavalry's coming for me. Shit. Are they gonna get me? No, go, 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 fucking run! That could have been massively bad then. Oh my god. I'm thankful the AI didn't take the initiative there. Christ. Was that even a worthy shot? We killed 6 of them. Right, they're charging now. We'll go with a counter charge. But let my archers maybe hit a unit here or there. Go back to standard. Hit some of these guys here. We'll counter charge them once they get close. But if they're going to sit back there like fools and engage the front line, we'll let them do it. They're trying to really push for that, but let's go with a counter charge against them. Charge, man! Fantastic stuff. What's this coming in? Long axes. Okay, let's try and push up and get rid of their archers.
See, they flee before our might.
Swing around this way, man. They've fled. But we don't want to have a battle of Hastings on our hands, so fall back and form shield wall. We don't want to charge the route. Okay, so they're really trying to pressurize against this front line. And they're going to swing in Alfred now as well. Well, there's a lot of my units just not doing anything. So we're going to send my cavalry to hunt down theirs. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach a spear unit each as well. While these guys just flank. Get to this position here. That's what you want. I'm going to stuff a couple more units in here. Just to help out. We're going to move Guthrum up to the front line. And then we'll swing this general around this way. Same with you guys. Attach yourselves to this. Pin a unit down each. And then basically this. Charge. That's what we want you to do. And then we'll leave it like that. We'll drop a buff in. We'll go with a flaming volley against Alfred. If we can quickly get one off, that'd be good. We want to try and weaken his bodyguard. He's turned around. Alfred the Great, he's turned his back. And that's just insane. Alright. Those charges have worked pretty effectively. I guess I don't know why we've got to throw everyone in. That's the thing now. Look, Alfred has suffered mass casualties because of that. That's just insane why they did that. You know what I mean? My archers are still peppering the Great. But I'm going to have to halt because they're going to cause friendly fire.
The battle is turning in our favor.
We need to surround the king. Where's my cavalry? Okay, this is so just like frantic and just all over the place. Okay, so we've got cavalry here. What are they engaging with? There are spearmen here, so that's why they need to pull out, right? So where was the spearmen here dealing with those cavalry? Yeah, they need to pull out. Now, I can't see what's going on here because of this forest. Are they hitting anything bar cavalry? No, they're not, which is fine. So we're going to continue that offensive there, but I might actually get some of them to hit these archers to push them further back into the forest. Okay, so what have we got here now? My archers need to form up somewhere to not just like screw themselves over. Okay, so Guthrum can stay here. That's fine. You even can form Shield Castle. I probably should have done that. But, like, just swing around and kill them. Like, these guys... Oh, whoops. These guys seem to be just fools. Holding in the center. You need to probably swing around and, like, get yourself, like, here or something. That's what you guys should be doing. Right, so Alfred the Great's been engaged now. But we need to surround him by all sides.
Our men have turned tail and run. The cowards.
Help out them. Or these guys, rather. I hit them there. I hit them there. Those... Oh, that cavalry charge has not worked. We need to get rid of those archers. But we've surrounded the Saxons in the centre push here. It's not a bad tactic. They just didn't do anything with these back units. Like, kill Alfred though, surround him, absolutely run everything in there against him.
The men have been routed. They are leaving the field.
I want to see Alfred. I want to see where he is. I want to see the life leave his eyes as Wessex burns. Where is the king? Protect the king! Where is this Alfred? Where is this Alfred calling him king? I don't know where the hell he is. Is he dead? No, there he is. Oh, he's gonna get it now, boy. 1,000 dragons and a lordship. And 100 acres for the man that brings me Alfred the Great's head. Kill him. Bring him down. Bring him down. Archers are still maintaining their effectiveness here. Cavalry, run down these javelin men.
Run, the cowards.
Okay. So we've decimated this front line. Push up and help.
The enemy general is dead.
The enemy general is dead. Alfred the Great has been slain upon the fields of London. Who would have thought? But now, with the death of Alfred the Great, a united Wessex has been formed to revenge his death. Ironically, and what I'm alluding to is a similar situation happened to Ragnar Lothbrok. And look where the Danes and the Vikings are now. We've won successfully here today. With interesting success. That cavalry charge really helped us out. We were lucky to not get our archers run down earlier. But I guess I could see what they were doing. They were trying to like form up and then like push through the front line and then try and split us. But I already had so many guys overlapped on the flank, it didn't really work. And then they like sort of left a pocket here. They left men in reserve. I don't know. Regardless, the Battle of London has been a glorious success for East Anglia. And another awesome episode. That, yeah, Thrones of Britannia's brought us. Cool. Look, I'm going to end it there. Decisive victory, to say the least. Okay, Guthrum deployed 2,996, lost 741. Alfred the Great lost his life. He deployed 1,780 and lost 1,596. Only 200 men of Wessex remain. We killed the Swine Array. We killed a 10-star commander. We're going to take on Replenishment, even though I did mention earlier that I like chevrons.
We cannot.
But yeah, we need the men more than anything. Will you sue for peace?
I hope you do not plan to waste
Insulting.
time.
Who is now their king? Hrothweird. Okay. Is now king. Because I guess none of the children would have been of age just yet. Maybe Hrothweird is married to Alfred the Great's sister. But Alfred the Great is dead. The noble line of Wessex, of Egbert, his father, Ethelwulf, yeah, his father was Ethelwulf, wasn't it? But Alfred the Great's dead. That's awesome. Let's run down the remaining remnants of his army. Stab him in the toe and drive that sword to the back of his head. Let's now take on further replenishments. Okay, so what are we best to do now? You know what? We might be better off taking this farm, a couple of these farms or something. Because we've got that 13 stack there. We can't sue for peace with them, can we? They're not going to do it.
Your visit comes at an inconvenience.
Insulting.
Your presence is unwelcome.
Insulting.
Peace will come.
Rejected. They don't want any peace. We got minus 40 food. We could somehow maybe try and get food from some of these territories. That might be quicker than actually sort of waiting. Thing is there, we could get cut off in London. Look, we're going to push further, I think, is our best bet. We're going to probably get food quicker. So, is there food here? No, it's pottery. There better be food in Guildford. Buildings minus 10 food. Because we need the food. We need to get that minus 40. Well, looks like these Vikings are going to attack us in the next episode. But unfortunately, guys, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. The deal is still on, of course. If this video can hit 500 likes within 24 hours, I will do a double upload here today and release the second video instantly. If not, you just have to wait a little bit longer for that next upload. We're going to continue the East Anglia campaign, of course. Continue down to push against Wessex. Let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand. Probably finish off them. Maybe even betray these Vikings here into Mercia, Wales, and then Northumbria. I guess we would probably want to be the kings of England. Objectives-wise, long conquest. This is conquest. We need to eliminate factions as well. Let me know in the comments. I just want to say a huge thank you as well to the Creative Assembly for sending me early access for Thrones of Britannia and allowing me to start my Let's Plays a week early. So a huge thank you to them. I really do appreciate it when companies reach out to me. They owe me nothing, and I really do appreciate it that they reached out and gave it to me. So a huge thank you to their social media, sorry, not the social media, their community outreach manager for sending me early access. Guthrum will return. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you would like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys would like to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below. Maybe you can pick up a strategy game you haven't picked up just yet. Maybe Hearts of Iron, maybe Crusader Kings 2, maybe a Total War. Check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below for cheap and reliable games. I do recommend going and checking out the prices even. There's some really good prices on there. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.